surely bound to be good, although I don't fancy Sweden's chances too much.
It's David versus Goliath. It is kind of... I mean, it was always going to be the case with Hong Kong versus pretty much anyone in the tournament. But Sweden drew the short straw, unfortunately, and I don't know. It's going to be a pretty tough matchup, especially on an early pool. I think less than skill set concerns and skill cap even. It's about consistency, and I think these East Asian teams are, I think, famously scary in early stages and highly consistent. And, you know, it's not like HK is lacking in skill cap by any means, but, you know, in terms of what's relevant for this match in particular, I think they're really scary on that account, and Sweden maybe isn't. It's
maybe.
That's, you know.
Yeah.
I love Sweden. They're my, you know, they're the boys, but
it's also like, no matter what, Sweden was not going to get an easy opponent, but man, you really want to avoid Hong Kong, who are like notorious to be just a really good early stage.
Yeah. Hong Kong, China, like these kinds of teams are just a menace in this kind of stage, and Sweden doesn't really have that level of breadth of covering all these skill sets, and doesn't really have the consistency. Even if they have a lot of skill, a lot of higher skill caps in certain skill sets, it's gonna be a tough one. We'll see how it plays out. But we're already getting into the bans. Hong Kong choosing to ban out the HR2, which I don't think is, a respect ban. It's almost a disrespect ban. It's probably more like they don't want to play the map.
Yeah.
I don't think much consideration went into, blocking Sweden off from anything.
Sweden going for both low AR bans, so Nomad 5 and Hidden 3, both the AR8s, or 8.2 in the case of Nomad 5.
Yeah.
So clearly not wanting to dabble into that with Hong Kong, which is
very predictable. It's I mean, I know the roster to be three-man syndromed on low AR in particular, especially if it's hidden, but this Nomad 5 is gimmicky enough that I think it warrants a ban from a team like Sweden as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, double ban HR actually from Hong Kong. They don't want to be playing HR. I will say the HR1 ban might be a little... HR is, I think, the major thing that Sweden actually looked good on in qualifiers. So, actually, reconsidering my earlier statements about the HR2 ban, Hong Kong might actually just be trying to totally close out Sweden here, because HR was the thing that looked good for them in qualifiers.
Okay, so it's more like, rather than Hong Kong not being particularly good at it, it's more so that Sweden actually look good at it.
It's just HR2 is a bit of a funny map, so the presumption was, when it was up front, was they don't want to play it. Because I could imagine a team that has a significant advantage in seeding like this, just kind of getting rid of it, because it's an annoying map to play. Like, even a very good, consistent player might randomly break on it. You got two reverses you have to aim the middle of. It's kind of annoying. So, but it appears like they're just trying to close them out here. But we await Sweden's first pick, and actually we don't have to wait much longer because it's free mod 1.
Interesting.
And it appears free mod is not visible on the map pool select screen, unfortunately, but it'll be a higher BPM pick. Relatively, one of the burstier picks, arguably kind of a Nomad 5 vibe in what is increasingly the old meta. But I think, given how low it is in terms of mechanics test, it's kind of just going to be yet another pretty straight consistency test, I assume. I understand the pick from Sweden, though. Speed and this kind of thing is something that the team ought to be very comfortable on and field a consistent roster on. Especially Trumpetino, able to fill out the roster. I mean, you have a lot of options for Sweden on this map in terms of who can go in. So I think you can rely on comfort on the day more.
What about free mods? Who do you think is gonna go with those?
Oh, well, Skilla, Hidden, Lightwine, Hard Rock, I would assume. That for Sweden.
Sure, Yuki, I think it's gonna be the Hidden, and
I
guess MCY4 might just tank the Hard Rock.
Yeah. I can imagine that. Rely on the consistency from Tuagi, just put your hyper carry on the nomad.
Yeah, although Tsuwagi not really known for like, you know, his faster, higher BPM, but I think this should still be within his range. Although, yeah, he's more known for massive aim, crazy consistency, but not so much for the mechanical, like extreme mechanics. To get into the map.
All right, actually, I will say I do not consider the Sweden overmod, but it makes perfect sense. Trumpetino's mainly a D2 player, so frankly, it's just a lack of knowledge on my part because, despite me being Swedish, Trumpetino's very new to the scene overall.
Yeah.
Not terribly.
And then we see 2 hiddens as well in Hong Kong, so just keeping the bare minimum, really.
Yep. I actually was not aware that the free mod rules allowed that.
Yeah, it's just 2 mods.
Okay,
I just assumed MCY4 was gonna play Ardok.
Yeah. I guess it's just feeling like, you know, hidden is comfortable enough on a map like this. I mean, it's not awkward, so you just don't bother increasing the mechanics in any regard.
Yeah.
There's no need to. Just try to stay as consistent and safe as possible. Wait, everyone running FCs at the moment?
Yeah.
Staying very even. Yeah, and this map is very consistent throughout in how it's going to be testing you, challenging you. So I don't imagine we'll be expecting any big breaks in any particular section. It'll just have to be.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure who's got the advantage currently because the client is a little bit broken.
Yeah.
But I would assume with no breaks, it's currently just Everton. Sweden side, right?
I thought Lightwine just broke, but it was Boncho. That was kind of nasty. Hate that. We're cresting the halfway point here, and still no break Skilla.
Oh no!
I think that was real. I think
it looks real.
Broke. Yeah.
Pressure downs. Think it's a little bit of frustration there.
Oh my god!
That's gonna be the first break. So advantage Hong Kong here. 3 FCs, still 2.
Of all people, for it to be Skilla.
Yeah, consider
Skilla is probably beating himself up about that so hard right now.
He is probably Sweden's best player.
No, so. There's no doubt. There is no doubt at all. Skilla is top tier. He is very, very good, even in an international context. I mean, this is kind of Skilla's year in Sweden. Was that a real break by Tsuwagi? I think it was.
I mean, Lightwine also broke.
Oh, well,
so
okay.
It's still 2v1 advantage Hong Kong here.
What a commentator I am. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, only looking at the Hong Kong breaks. I get it, bro. I get it.
I'm Swedish, man. Why would I be doing that? I'm keeping an eye. I saw the Boncho break from Lightwine earlier. I'm keeping an eye out.
Yeah.
You know.
But the gap is closing here, as in like the window of opportunity rather for Sweden. Like they need a break from Hong Kong right now, and I don't even know if it's gonna be enough by then.
Wagi actually breaks on yet another reverse there. I think letting go of it a bit too early. Trumpetino also breaks. Oh man, there's just not any possibility of this going in Sweden's favor, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Might have been something in this. If
no, there was an opportunity, but
Skill or Lightwine had continued to hold. I think Trumpetino might have gotten close enough to the end for that to be a possibility of recovering for that. So if Skill had FC'd, they do win, right?
Yeah, with a Skill FC, it's barely, but might be in Sweden. But since Skill didn't actually FC, it's gonna be the first map and the first breakpoint for Hong Kong. So unfortunate there for their first pick.
Well, okay. I mean, the whole field open for Hong Kong here, really. There are all kinds of options, and they already have their pick. No mod 4.
Yeah. That makes
This
sense.
is, yeah. I mean, I would think... I guess the bias for me would be to expect maybe a no mod 3 or something like that. But, I mean... I guess you don't need to think about it all too much.
Yeah.
Either way, like, you know, it's this is probably going to go well in their favor, right?
Yeah. In all honesty, I'm pretty sure, like, I wouldn't, like, it could have been no mod 3 as well. Like, they might just pick no mod 3 after this.
Yeah.
Because they are those types of maps that just really favor them.
Yeah. I just think that a no mod 3 pick for Hong Kong is like the kind of thing that they can beat, I mean, pretty much every team in the tournament on. You know, it's that kind of, you know, level. But this no mod 3 is a little less aim control. I mean, I don't know how to categorize this alt map in the pool. So it's got some odd elements to it, maybe. But
yeah, a little bit quirky.
This tech map, by contrast, is very conventional and is not. I mean, it has faster sliders. It covers the typical skill sets, but not terribly difficult, and it doesn't do anything too gimmicky. So
captain map, so
yeah,
don't need to expect some crazy revolutionary.
Yeah. But it'll cover all your bases, and will definitely be an effective pick. Oh my God, Saika! I'm going to kill Saika.
Oh no, he's asleep.
I think Saika is asleep. I was about to say for the roster that Saika is... This is probably Skill of Lightwine, Saika, or Sphinx. Saika... Oh my God.
It's the Saika classic, really.
Why?
Saika the bag fumbler.
Oh my God, man. Okay, poor Trumpetino, the speed player, is having to fill on no mod tech. It's
not looking...
Yeah.
Oh, Skill already misses as well. It's looking so... it's over. It's so over already.
This is... I don't know, that's so doomed.
You know what's also over? My CSGO match.
Okay, good to know. Very good to know.
But yeah,
you actually did better than expected in terms of not... Yeah. I mean, it's early on in the day. No one's here to notice, except, you know, people in chat.
But no, it's looking pretty bad for Sweden. We have Light 1 breaking again, actually. And still 3 FCs for Hong Kong, so... looking rough for Sweden. Definitely, most likely not getting a breakpoint here. Unless there's a meltdown from Hong Kong.
Oh man, I was about to say, if Trumpetino actually was holding combo, I'd feel so much worse. It's like, if Trumpetino somehow actually FC'd, and they just still eat shit. Well. Yeah, unfortunately.
It's 1 mere FC to 3 FCs. It's
yeah.
A Trumpetino deserves that miss, actually. After drawing it Among Us.
Jesus. Can't escape it. Well, HK is just showing off this proficiency, this consistency. They just don't miss until they do. You know, Tsuwagi's doing that a little bit earlier, but you know, it's a narrative.
You don't. But, I mean, even if they miss now, if they all 3 miss, I still don't think Sweden's gonna make enough score to catch up,
no.
Especially with Light 1 missing. There goes Hibiki, so it's not gonna be a 3.
Yeah, Tsuwagi and MCY4 are looking so comfortable.
Yeah,
especially Tsuwagi on that, the ACK. Looking so good.
Trumpetino's showing that he's a fill player rather than wanting to actually play this. No.
I don't know, Lightwine might have been in for this typically, and Trumpetino got a little more score than him, I think.
Yeah.
So
I guess the ACK speaks a little bit more.
Yeah, no, it does. It does.
And I mean, in terms of ACK speaking, Tsuwagi, kind of strong. 99.5 pretty much.
Is just a beast.
Yeah, I think the score actually updated at the end, and it was a 2.5 million for Hong Kong. Even early round on tech maps, it's just pretty easy to shit miss somewhere, but you know. Hong Kong, kind of owning.
Very, very strong team score. but Sweden to pick, and I would presume for Sweden, especially given a certain player missing, that it's going to limit your picks quite a bit.
I'll not mention any names.
I mean, we were mentioning his name plenty earlier, and I think, I mean, they were talking about it in chat.
Think about the new viewer. Think about the new viewers.
Well, for the new viewers, Saika sucks, and he's asleep. So, you know what?
Thank you. That was exactly what I wanted you to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sweden already coming in as I guess a pretty big underdog into this match, and without a full roster, it's not making it any easier. Really.
Yeah, it is really not making it any easier, and it limits. I think Sweden already kind of going to be biased towards picking the DTs and stuff like that. Given, I mean, you literally have two pretty much exclusively DT players on the roster, so it's going to be something you're going to find comfort in and going to try to go for, presumably. But
yeah.
I mean, what will it be? Because one of the problems here is none of the DTs are particularly high BPM. They don't go that high, they don't go that far. So
it's not even that, it's just that it's so early round that even if they were to go fast, they wouldn't be particularly like training, especially for this caliber of player. So, you know, I guess if you were to say that Hong Kong has any weakness at all, it is like the extreme mechanics, but there are no extreme mechanics in this pool. It's a round of 16 DT pool. Like, for a team that's some consider to be the favorites for this tournament, it's just not something that caps you yet.
I'd say not some. I think everyone. It's HK is like one of the teams mainly in contention. It's,
of course. I was just thinking, you know, like USA actually not sucking this year. At least on paper in qualifiers.
I mean, I will say that. I mean, there's no doubt that US is going to do well in bracket, but the quals. I mean, the quals were so good that I almost have to think it was a bit of an overperformance. I remember watching, like Trailmix's stream or someone's stream, and just being shocked every single time the scoreboard came up. It's like everyone's FCing. It's every time, every map.
That was some pretty impressive results.
Yeah.
So very unlike
but
last year.
Yes, DT2 is the pick for Sweden. Gonna be the stamina pick of the pool. 222 BPM. I don't think it has terribly much in the way of finger control. Not anything too tricky. As you were saying, it's a relatively early pool. It doesn't go super hard on anything in particular as well. So
yeah, I don't expect
probably
to
gonna
see
be very comfortable for HK.
Definitely. Relatively comfortable AR. Not even like 10.3 or anything, so could be up the alley of most of these players. -3.
I guess actually I'm starting to question, is this a 3-man oh my god. I think Jagiko was always going to be missing for this match, I just realized.
Oh.
And I think it's not just Saika, I think Sphinx is also missing, which is disastrous, honestly. I think Sweden has literally a 3-man roster right now. Yeah.
That is not very good, actually. Imagine you go into a match as like quite a clear underdog, and then you also have to play with 3.
What the hell happened?
The scheduling blunder.
But I mean, it's supposed to be perfectly fine. This is not a bad time. It's like a good time even. Oh my god. I mean, it's not a good time for one of the players, but you know, one of the players has a penchant for all-nighters.
He's got some AC issues, but maybe that's just the start. He's down on the 9th course. I think in terms of AC, or rather because of the AC, Hong Kong is currently leading. But everyone's holding their SCs. Oh, there goes Lightwine though. Dropping a bunch of AC.
Very unfortunate.
So that's 3v2 FCs. Advantage Hong Kong right now.
This score really just does not want to work. This is it's unfortunate.
-3. I can't believe both teams are going to the negative.
Breaking the game.
Skilla breaks on nothing? Question mark?
Well,
did you see it?
Maybe
or...
I did not see it. No.
Oh, he breaks again, so...
Maybe some uncharacteristic misses. Maybe he can't be blamed for it. I don't know. It's given the situation, I assume he's not feeling the best.
Yeah, I mean, I assume Skill is will probably be playing the DT if he didn't have a full roster, right?
I'm not entirely sure. I don't think he would be, but
okay.
you know, Skilla can play stuff like this. I mean, the pool is not hard enough for him to be capped.
Yeah, I mean, he's not struggling, but like he's obviously just showing like slight.
Yeah, it's not his skill set.
Triple break from Sweden.
God.
It's so over. I mean, yeah, F2X also broke, but
that series of buzz sliders.
There was any doubt if about Hong Kong's victory on this map. It's not completely gone, as they're holding the only top season.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the score.
We have score. Oh my god. Okay.
And yeah, as I said,
almost a 1 million lead. Pretty much as expected. I'm seeing it.
F2X breaking again, but it doesn't matter because Hong Kong breaks the 3 million barrier. Well, Sweden doesn't even make the 2 million. So
it's looking to be a pretty brutal matchup. Trumpetino's actually playing pretty decently as well. It's not too shabby, 800k, but just not going to be able to match up to the scores coming out from Hong Kong, especially with the lack of support.
I mean, just in general, even if Sweden had 6 players, it wasn't gonna be like an easy one. Like they'd still have to be performing.
Yes.
Most, if not all, maps.
This was always going to be a terribly difficult match for Sweden, and given circumstances, I mean, it's despair maybe is justifiable in the face of it. I don't know. It's kind of bad. It's pretty bad. Okay, well here comes the Nomad 3 pick from Hong Kong. What I was talking about earlier, I think a staple of Hong Kong. They are so good at this skill set. I wouldn't even be surprised to see a 3-way. I think they own. I think Tsuwagi and MCY4 are basically just going to FC. So
they may do a little bit of owning.
Yeah, you could say that. But I mean, Skill is pretty good at this as well, and yeah, maybe they all blow up. Maybe someone comes and just throws them out of their office chairs, tackles them to the ground. Yeah.
Maybe everyone in Hong Kong decides to just drop their pen for a moment and Skill just SS's.
Yeah. Trumpetino yet again having to fill, or maybe not. Do we have another Swedish player? Is it possible? I see Saika. I do have insider info. I see Saika in the Team DC.
Guys, I have info. Breaking news!
Breaking news. I do have an update on the situation, yeah. It seems that he's awake. I honestly kind of doubt that he's gonna put up some monster performance coming straight out of a nap, apparently.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the Psych SS.
I don't know. I'm seeing yet another Psycha.
Invest in Psycha right now. Invest in Psycha right now.
Oh no.
Are you getting like OWC flashback, perhaps?
Yes.
You know exactly what I mean, actually, I think.
Yes, I mean, that's what I was talking about. The Nomad 2 incident.
Well, it is Nomad 2, so there is no need for stamina. It's more so aim control, which might also be a problem.
I don't think it's really the map. I don't think that's the problem.
What?
I think the problem is more having just woken up.
Oh no. It's already a break from Psycha. And from Light One. It's so doomed.
He's doing his best.
Yeah.
I hope. Or I honestly think you're already not doing your best at the point where you're waking up like midway through the match. I think I can decidedly say that, actually.
But yeah, Sweden already reset all of their combos, so it's 2v nothing throughout. 2v building up again, and Saika breaking again. So big advantage for Hong Kong already, as we go into the first KI.
Yes, Saika just woke up.
He's not.
He has this thing that happens like first map you play where you're not even reading properly and like you just miss because of a misaim where you quite literally were not even looking. You know, it's not looking good. Not looking good.
The only saving grace is the fact that Shirara Yuki is also not doing as well as the other two players from Hong Kong who are tearing this map apart. Both 99, both holding FCs. Right, this is the narrative actually. Both Hong Kong players are gonna miss and Skilla is just gonna SS the rest of the map.
Look, I don't know if we can hold out hope for any such thing. It's I think it's a bit much.
I will believe in it until the bitter end.
Yeah, Sweden fans living on a prayer in the chat. I just don't I can't say I'm a believer.
Sweden bros, we get too cocky.
I mean, the Sweden bros have always been too cocky. They were never in contention, so it's
yeah.
Or no. I mean, it's not even true, but whatever.
Two-thirds of the map through, both players of Hong Kong still holding a very good FC. MCY4 dropping a little bit of whack, but it really doesn't matter when only Skilla is really holding a candle up against them. Psych and Light One are recovering, but it's... never mind. It's just not enough.
Unfortunately, I think Tsuwagi and MCY4 are not the kind of people to show mercy. They would never miss. And frankly, even if they do somewhere at the end, it really does not matter.
Yeah.
They are beasting this map.
Nope. Little Bancho moment here.
A little lag. I mean, I think everyone knows what's happening. You don't need to see it.
Waggy DC? Yo.
We decided we might as well just, you know, we can tell you what
actually,
the
it's Waggy
is
DC. Hold on.
rather than showing you.
I apologize in advance.
Wait, is there real? No, wait. There's no way Tsuwagi actually DC'd. You're joking.
I mean, his screen is
There's no way.
I mean,
does Sweden still lose?
I think so.
Oh, Skilla missed. Yeah, I think they still lose, even if he DC'd.
I mean, I think if he DCs, surely they just count the score that up to DC, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's even if that were the case, I don't think there's any chance.
Even with Tsuwagi DC.
Is that real? Is that actually real?
I think if by any chance Tsuwagi actually DC'd and his score is not counted at all for some reason, Sweden wins by like a tiny margin, but that would not feel like a very good victory.
I mean, yeah.
I think it's safe to say that
there is some rule on the forum post that addresses this. I don't.
We as commentators obviously know the rule. We're just testing the viewers, right, nautzz?
Oh, I think everyone got unstuck. Well, we'll maybe have to give a second here to hash this out.
I mean, either way, I think it would be nothing but fair to just give Hong Kong the point because they were not gonna lose that no matter what.
Okay. Apparently, even on the MP, Tsuwagi is not DC'd.
Okay. That was interesting then. Well, either way, I think it's safe to say that Hong Kong gets that point.
Yeah,
And
very safe to say.
Yeah, meaning it's gonna be a 4-0 for Hong Kong and a very uphill battle
Yeah.
for Sweden here. Actually, on the MP, it's both Light One and Suwagi missing, which is interesting. So
I think that's Light Wine maybe closing his game or something while they were stuck, so the score didn't submit.
He did leave before Tsuwagi as well. So it looks kind of funny on the MP because it's just a 2v2.
Tsuwagi might have been kicked. That's the thing. I don't.
Yeah.
Kay was saying that.
Fair enough. But yeah, on this epic 2v2, Hong Kong does win. It's a 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, pick back to Sweden and what do you pick here?
I mean, very good question. I'm not sure. Provided like what we have in terms of a roster and everything, I don't know that anything looks particularly appealing. It's I guess No Mod 2 is something that you can always go for.
Yeah. No Mod 1 for the song would be a funny technique. Funny strat even.
The what technique?
The pick maps for the song.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you could do a No Mod 1.
Although, I mean, picking No Mod 1 against Hong Kong. Picking No Mod 1 against
I don't know.
Suwagi in it.
Yeah. And see, the problem is, for Sweden, even if skill and Lightwine can comfortably do the No Mod 1, the question is the third player here, because even though Psych is here, he's not really here, if you know what I'm saying. So he's not all there.
They go for Hard Rock 3 anyway, so no Mod 1.
Yeah, the precision pick of the pool. I think a very consistent map. It just does the same thing more or less for the entire runtime. Pretty like 170 BPM. How would you describe it? It's not particularly awkward aim, but some wider angles, some polygons, some stuff that, you know, might feel a bit more straining, especially given that it's precision. But very simple, you know. Not very rhythmically dense, it just has some doubles, some triples. It doesn't go too crazy with anything in particular.
Surely all players will be comfortable with this. Probably gonna see a 6-way FC. Are you doubting me?
Maybe.
I can't believe you don't believe in Sweden. Because I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't be that surprised to see a 3-way from Hong Kong, but
yeah.
With
I mean, given what happened on the tier list stream, I have to be the premier Sweden believer. It's I don't know. I don't think anyone believes as much as I do. But look, on some level, I'm still a realist. So it's looking kind of bad, man.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what we were saying just now. It's like, what do you pick? And they just go with Hard Rock. Because on paper, I guess it makes sense, right? Hong Kong banned 2 Hard Rocks. Sweden looks okay on the Hard Rocks and qualifiers as well.
Sweden is not terribly comfortable picking into anything else. It's, yeah.
I suppose it's just natural consequences of things after...
I think the idea here is to pick into something that Lightwine is a bit more comfortable on, and a bit more confident on, perhaps. Because I think Lightwine, more of a no-mod, hard rock kind of a player. He can play some DTs, not everything. Probably going to be more picking into his comfort and not worrying too much about what the third player is doing, and Skilla just trying to do Skilla things and back that up. And Hong Kong has yet to 3-way a map, so 2 players might be enough.
Maybe. If all the stars align, Sweden might win.
Yeah, but I mean, look, they're doing the best with the circumstances they're in. It's about all you can hope for. Okay, we are really struggling with technical difficulties here at the moment. I'm not sure which one of the gods we managed to piss off, but someone's in a mood.
Earn the MC wife already. So it's definitely gonna be some issues with Bancho. Because Killa was also saying in chat that he cannot join. Or he could not join.
Okay, we're getting going?
Apparently so. Is everyone gonna load into the map? I wouldn't bet on it.
Yeah.
Oh, and we aborted already.
Well,
Bancho not cooperating for sure.
I don't know, maybe it's maybe it's time for a bathroom break. I don't know, maybe it's maybe go out for a lark, just, you know, come back in a couple minutes. I don't know.
It's rough.
It's not popping off right now. Oh, Bancho, Bancho, Bancho. I am Pepe sleeping. I can't take it.
I wish to hear you say Pepe sleeping in real life.
I just did. You just weren't here for it.
That's true. Maybe next time. Maybe next time I go to Sweden. I'll have you say. I'll be like, no,
No.
please say Pepe sleeping to me in my face.
Oh my god. Could you do this to me?
Sir, please.
Okay.
But yes, Tycho back
It's still not happening, man. This is unbelievable. We're just trying to play some Osu, man. We're trying to have Hong Kong just absolutely rail Sweden. It's, you know, how hard could it be, man? Okay, Saika exists.
Apparently so.
He's in.
There's some all caps in chat. I'm getting very, very anxious from it.
Man, it's so great being a commentator in these kinds of scenarios. It's so awesome having to try to waffle through this. Oh no.
What do you mean? I'm on the edge of my seat. Are they gonna start at the map? Holy shit! He got muted? No way.
Oh my god. Talk about my life. Maybe if you were in here, Bruno, it would be a bit easier.
God, you're so cute together.
We would talk about animals together for like 15 hours. It's How do you feel about hermit crabs, Menty?
Hermit crabs. Love them. Cute little fellas.
Come on, man. You gotta have more developed opinions
I'm sorry.
on animals. You gotta have like a hot take ready and fired.
I'm sorry, I don't have extensive knowledge of what hermit crabs are. Animals beyond cats in general.
Damn.
You know, cats have gotten to the point where, so in order to understand this, you need to know that up until like a couple of weeks ago, I would only like pictures of my Toho wife on Twitter. But now,
Okay.
now, if you look at my Twitter likes, you may see cats every now and then. So they've gotten to the point
okay.
where, you know...
They've grown on you.
Yeah, they've really grown on me.
Damn. I mean, I guess the farther removed I am from actually owning cats, the more I like them as well, but...
The
I don't
moment
know.
you get a cat again,
I mean, they're assholes, man. They're like...
the eerie reminder that your cat will just puke on your carpet and will not care.
The two brother cats, it's like the big brother just beating the shit out of the little brother for no reason. He's like clawing at my feet when we're eating. It's just shitting just outside of the bathroom in the corner instead of going in the litter box, just to like mess with me. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think there may be a correlation there.
Yeah.
It's
really nice if you can go over to someone's place and just pet their cute cat and, you know, play with them. It's less nice when you actually have to own them. But I mean, I presume some owners have some really nice cats that are very loving and, you know.
There may actually be a correlation because the last time I had a cat was 15 years ago.
Tear up their wallpaper and, like, you know, ruin your couch, just ripping the ever-loving shit out of the side of it.
To start.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Maybe we're gonna play Osu. Maybe we're gonna see Osu gameplay.
Subscribe to my blog for more news about me and my likes on Twitter.
Yeah. You're presumably also gonna see Tohu wife, so...
Fuck yeah. Anyway, we're into the map. Skill Light Van Saika.
Oh my god, thank god.
For Sweden. F2X MCY and Suwagi for Hong Kong. Yeah, in case viewers have forgotten since then, this is the precision map picked by Sweden.
Yes.
After Hong Kong banned 2 hard
I don't know. Maybe we have some new viewers. Sorry for the interruptions, but, you know, Bancho is just out of our control.
It is what it is.
Maybe Psych has gotten some time here. Freshen up a little bit. Maybe up for the challenge up for the task of trying to put up a score for Sweden here. Both teams looking perfectly fine in the beginnings of things here. Saika, of course, the first to miss. I won't shy away from putting the of course in front of that as well.
Damn.
Look, I mean, given circumstances, I don't think it's terribly unfair to say that. Even Saika himself would probably fess up to that. So.
I suppose, but yeah, it's only break so far. As I say that.
Oh, okay.
Hold up. Sweden's still in the game.
Sweden's got a shot here. We'll see how long that lasts.
Saika and F2X trade misses again, so that it's still the two people that broke before.
It's very good. Well, Saika does break again.
Yeah, that's the problem though. Like, even if F2X and Saika trade breaks, Hong Kong still have ever so slight advantage, so they need... Either Sweden needs another break. And instead it's just Saika breaking. Yeah,
the problem is that F2X is not trying to break, but
never mind.
Okay.
We see an MC4 break and immediately after followed by Light One.
It's Suwagi versus Skilla on Hard Rock. It's as much as Skilla is a beast, it is Hard Rock. It's not necessarily his skill set. I mean, Skilla is very well rounded.
And F2X still holding up, like, you know, not FC, but a combo. Although MC4 to break, maybe there's still a chance. It might go down to the wire until the very end.
If only Lightwine were holding a combo with Saika. Oh my god, Saika, please.
Saika is dropping a 200
okay,
bomb,
well,
and there
Skilla
goes
breaks.
Skilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a point for Hong Kong. Skilla was the only beacon of hope, and once he's gone, it's doomed.
Unfortunately, not going to be anything in this for Sweden.
Yeah. Even with a late F2X break, Suwagi still holding that full combo. Not the absolute best act of all times, but you know, an FC and an FC. Oh, never mind.
Well, it doesn't really matter.
How did they... Whatever. I'm not one to speak. I'm not one to speak. I'm sorry. I was gonna say, how do you miss on the very end of a map on this low part, but you know.
Clearly, it happens even to the best of us. Shout
out to my Sweden Cup replay on Hard Rock 2, which you will see. Oh yeah, it was, I would say, the closest map so far.
Yeah, no, it was. There was more in this than any other map so far.
Like, I actually, for a moment, I had a little bit of hope that Sweden was
Yeah,
actually
glimmer
going to
of
take
hope.
that. But yeah,
Might have been something there.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna say how it is. If Psyka hadn't overslept, I think they may have gotten that.
Yes,
Because Psyka
yes.
got a B rank with a 300k
Oh.
bomb. So
God damn it.
not his absolute best performance. Let's put it that way.
Psyka didn't even need to like own hard either. But I mean, whatever. Whatever. It is what it is. What can you do?
Sure is. And sure is looking bleak for Sweden as well.
Yeah,
with,
HK with all the options in the world, they go for no mod 2?
I mean, they
It's
did
kind of
well
interesting.
on
I feel like it's just that this is something that at least partially plays well for Sweden. Although, you know, given Psycha's situation, maybe not. It's one of the easier maps in the pool, I'd say, even for an early stage pool. So one of the reasons why I'm not terribly enthused by the pick. I mean, I think there's no question that Hong Kong will still look very good on this and presumably close out the match on this.
They did, like, strictly looking at it on paper, it still makes sense because I think Nomad 2 was like, they were the second best team or third best team on that qualifiers. So, you know,
like, very different Nomad 2.
That is true as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll give it a second. Psycha not in the lobby right now. Maybe they're floating the idea of putting Trumpetino in for this. I'm not sure.
It's funny to think about as well. Like, this was in Grand Final of WC in 2018, and now it's just, you know, one of the easier maps in the run.
No.
It's crazy to think about. Like, Jesus.
Well, I mean, things have changed a whole lot over the past 5 or so years.
Man.
Yeah, no, it is. It's things have gotten pretty crazy with how good players are nowadays.
But just the ability to be able to say that, like, you know, a map that was in Grand Finals of the sea is just one of the easier maps of like a round of 16 pool in 3WC, which, you know, is still, I would say, like old WC level in terms of difficulty scaling, probably.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to think about. It really is.
The average 4-digit tournament is filled with players. Like, there's probably 32, 64 players in the average 4-digit tournament that would have been top players 5-6 years ago. It's like, it's very
almost like
very harsh competition. People have gotten better. It's very competitive nowadays.
I don't want to believe it. But yeah, it turns out we actually get into the map a lot faster than before, so I'm taking that as a W. I'm a little bit worried for Psycha, not because he's not a good stream player, but because, you know...
Yeah, he just woke up.
Yeah.
So... Psycha should actually... I mean, this is a map that Psycha can SS, like, literally.
Oh,
so
F2X early, right? For the first
maybe,
time...
just maybe, Psycha has gotten into it enough that it's possible for him on this. Which,
I
mean, would be great.
Forever, Sweden is actually holding score advantage right now.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stop looking at the players on the right side of the screen because I really just want them to get 1 point. I'm not biased. Oh, F2X again. Skillem's answer though.
Strange break from skill. I don't really know what that was on.
There
seems to stream there. Okay.
Average was like combo advantage here for Hong Kong because F2X broke a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna come down to that. There's a lot of places that could be potential places to break, some expanding or accelerate more space streams, or some misaims just because you actually need to be aimed. And there goes Psycha actually I don't know what, but yeah, that's an FC drop for Sweden. Unless HK replies with a break of their own right now, it might be Giga Doom.
Might have undertapped. He also shook off a stream there as well, so might have been screwed either way here.
And still a breaking again. I think that's it. This might be.
I think that was Boncho, but
yeah.
no, it does not matter. There's plenty of a lead. There's about 400k of a lead for HK here, and they will be closing out the match with a sweep. Unfortunately, I think Sweden, with the expected number of players, might have been able to look, quite a bit different in this match. But especially on this one in particular, because I believe, Spinks is very good on the no-mods, no-mod 2s in particular. Possibly could have gone in instead of Skilla.
Really good accuracy from MCY4, but yeah, just not enough for Sweden, really.
Yeah. And an unfortunate match. It was always going to be brutal, though. It was always a David versus Goliath situation. It was always going to be very, very tough. It was made a lot tougher by certain circumstances.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's going to be a sweep, partially because of that, at least. So.
I was there for Hong Kong. They had at least, like, it felt like most maps were just a choke with, like, a good score and 2 FCs. So, like,
yeah,
even with Sweden's absolute best performance, it was gonna, like, be hard either way.
Yeah, certainly. But, I think we ought to move things along, as we have another match that we can presumably go over to quite soon. There's, yes. So, in just 10 minutes, we'll have Poland versus Russia on this stream, and I'll be taking my leave. We'll take possibly a little bit of a break between then, and yeah, we'll see you in just a bit.